So this is a nice story to wake up to today. The Gremlins franchise is coming back. They are finally making Gremlins 3. The story here from the Hollywood Reporter says that Warner Brothers is reviving the Gremlins franchise after more than 3 decades, with a couple of powerhouse names back on board. Warner Bros. Discovery chief David Zaslav announced the greenlighting of a new Gremlins film during the company's third quarter earnings call on Thursday. Zaslav said Steven Spielberg is back on board as executive producer through his company Amblin Entertainment. The 1984 original film's writer, Chris Columbus, is also returning to produce and direct the film. Zach Sapofsky and Adam Beestein, the directing duo behind the summer's horror hit Final Destination Bloodlines, are teaming up with Columbus to write the new installment, the Hollywood Reporter also reported on Thursday. The new Gremlins movie will be released on November 19, 2027. Upon release, it will be the first Gremlins movie in 37 years. The first Gremlins movie was a dark horror comedy directed by Joe Dante and introduced an adorable character called a Mogwai that's adopted as a pet by a suburban family. But when the creature's caretaker's rules are broken, the Mogwai multiply into an array of destructive green killer monsters. The film was a box office hit produced for only $11 million and grossed $151 million domestically. The film spawned a divisive sequel, which was also directed by Dante, but not by Columbus. Released in 1990, Gremlins 2: The New Batch was a broad comedy set in New York City that brutally satirized the original film. The film only made $41 million at the box office and effectively halted the franchise. Warner and Amblin effectively tested modern-day interest in Gremlins with an animated series titled Sequence of the Mogwai that was launched in 2023 and has aired 2 seasons on Max. Gremlins 2 has also gained a certain level of cult appreciation since its release and has been championed by director Quentin Tarantino. So basically the big thing is that we're getting a new Gremlins movie after all these years, and they've been talking about doing this for a long, long time, and you know my stance on comedy sequels. Usually if it's over 2 to 4 years after the last movie, it's best probably not to do it, but part of me is very excited because I do like the fact that Chris Columbus is coming back to this thing to direct this one. He has been kind of a lull the last couple of years, but I mean, there's a possibility of good things with this movie overall, especially with Steven Spielberg coming back on board and having the man who wrote the original film back on this one. I like the Gremlins movies a lot. I think they're a ton of fun. I mean, the first one is a great one. Second one I really do like a lot. The sequence of the Mogwai TV series is actually really good. I've caught a couple of episodes of that. It's actually really, really good stuff overall. So, yeah, naturally, I'm really looking forward to seeing what they do with this. Honestly, if they were going to do one of these, I would have actually kind of liked to see one directed by the person who did The Substance, Coralie Farguet. I think she could have done something very interesting with a new version of this, but I mean, that's just wishful thinking. Again, just wishful thinking on my part here. But I'm definitely looking forward to seeing this. Let's see if it actually gets made, because like I said, they've been trying to get this movie made for several years, so they have a date set for November of 2027. We'll see if it actually gets there. But, hey, with the holiday season coming up, I'm definitely looking forward to checking out Gremlins again, getting ready for this. So, and 2 years from now, we'll have a brand new Gremlins movie to look at. So, yeah, not much more to say about that. Let's move on.